Well, howdy doody, people. What is happening? Can anybody guess, just from the title of this live stream, what might be going on in this live stream? Because I did a thing, and I'll explain it to you before I show it to you. But for once, I'm going to actually play a video, and I'm going to sit here and say, sweet F.A., or as we say in Wales, I'll be saying porth call. Wyatt Earp, good evening. Creaky for president. I'm not so sure, but could I do a worse job than certain presidents? I don't think I could.
No.
Good evening, Emma Wheeler. How are you? Salvador Roncesvalles, maybe. Salvador Roncesvalles, possibly. Peter Collins, good evening, sir. Now, I was just saying to Callum while the opening video was running, that Peter Collins is a very familiar name because you always used to make me think of a boy that was in my class in school, but his name was Peter Collins, and he's a police officer. He's a Rosa. But the reason I mentioned you, Peter, is not to tell you some pathetic story because I'm old. You used to be a regular on the Sunday night streams, didn't you? How do you... They're saying muted.
Muted?
We're not muted. No, people...
someone's messing with you.
People used to do this to me all the time, and I would fall for it every time.
Boom. Roasted.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with it. I can hear myself in my headphones. If there was a problem, somebody's just being a silly sausage. Good evening to you in Pennsylvania. Is that what that says? Yeah, Pennsylvania. Oh no, it's the pigs.
I was literally just thinking, I wish I had an oinking sound effect.
Quite possibly Metal Models. Callum for Secretary of Media.
Is that a real job?
Well, it's becoming a real job.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's quite a lot of new names here tonight. Names I've never seen before, like the Mojack and Daramo 10. Ugbar Smash. All these names are names I've never seen before. And if it is your first time watching me live, prepare yourself for disappointment. Because that's what most people get out of my live stream. So basically, I'll start telling the story from the beginning so at least it makes some kind of sense. So when I hit 100K, I wanted to do some sort of video that was nothing at all to do with the usual type of content I make. And the idea was to do it as a thank you video. Now, some of you, especially if you've been around for at least the last, when was Dumb as a Turd, Cal? 2 years ago?
Yeah.
So when I tried to launch my rap career and you know, well, I'm sat right here now, so obviously my rap career is going nowhere. No, I wasn't trying to be a rapper, but yeah, anyway, inside joke. But every so often I get this itch that needs to be scratched. So when I hit 100,000 subscribers, I said something along the line. I was talking to my wife and I said something along the lines of, I can't believe that people have stuck by me for so long and watched my content. And I can't remember what we were watching, but the song Stand By Me was in this movie, and Mammy said something like, oh, stand by me, that'd be cool, that would. So it give me an idea. Now, a friend of mine is good evening, Professor Phil Bell. 4 a.m. You're from the future. The land down under.
Ooh.
Isn't the blood rushing to your head hanging upside down on the bottom of a ball? There's no bottom of a ball. But anyway, I'm distracting myself. So it got me to thinking. So a friend of mine is a musician and a comedian, and he works out in Spain, and he's been out there for years and years and years, very successful and a sickeningly talented guy. If you name a musical instrument, my mate Pablo can play it. There's no two ways about it. Oh, we've got debunking royalty in the house. Good evening, Simon Dan, as my wife likes to call you.
Nice.
How are you, pal? Nice to see you. Oh, hang on a second. I don't want to miss it. I don't want to distract myself. Ooh, super chat. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Wyatt Earp, the generous donator of my very own cowboy hat.
Yeehaw.
And because he's here, I will put it on just for a few seconds, because now I can't hear anything or see a lot. Is the front meant to be down that low, Wyatt, or were you, or is this a hint at the level of my good looks? You thought the lower the brim came, the better, but Wyatt sent me this cowboy hat all the way from Texas, so thank you, Wyatt. But anyway, I'm trying frantically not to be distracted. So, yeah, my mate Pablo, he works up. Well, he had a cover version on his YouTube channel of "Stand By Me," and it's a really cool version. There's no drum track or anything. There's a guy who's a beatboxer, and Pablo plays multiple different instruments in the song. And but anyway, so when I hit 100K, that was my plan. I'm gonna do my own version of "Stand By Me," and I'm gonna just act like a div for the video, like I did in Dumb as a Turd, and upload it, and it'll be great fun. But obviously now almost 6 months have gone by, because my word, this was way more work than I ever even imagined was possible. So I got the backing track of Pablo in like the middle of January, and it's taken, Callum literally finished editing this video yesterday. So I want to show you this video, see what you think of it. Hopefully you'll enjoy it, and I don't make myself look like too much of a moron, but not that I care anyway, to be honest, because, you know, I enjoy doing it. And like I said, I had an itch, that needed to be scratched. Not a scratch that needed an itch.
Itchy and scratchy.
Itchy and scratchy show. Yeah, so that's what I've done. So that's what I want to show you. So I'm asking this more out of politeness than anything else, but give me a thumbs up in the chat if you want to see it, and give me a thumbs down if you want. But please remember, before you cast your vote, I'm playing it anyway. So it's more of a, I don't even know why I've said it.
Thumbs up if you want to watch it. If you don't want to watch it, thumbs down. But that means we play it on repeat till the end of the show.
Yeah, exactly. That's really, really good. And it's interesting because I was looking at the comments before we started, and there was one from, who was it from? I think it was from Ben Speed, wasn't it? The guy who's from Swansea. I don't know where it's gone now. I don't know if I can go back that far. Ben's, there we are. And Ben Speed commented, well, there we are, I'll show you, watch a Creaky, blah, blah, you know, he was just saying hello. And then he said, so darling, stand by Creek, stand by. And it's funny that he indirectly guessed what was going on. So, I don't know, shall we?
We got lots of thumbs down in the chat. No,
yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. Good evening, Peck. How are you, pal? I hope you're on your best behavior tonight, mate.
Shut up, Peck.
Yeah, shut up, Peck. Shut up. Yeah, someone needs to summon CC. Yeah, should we just play it now, Carl?
Are we ready?
There we are. We're gonna go for it. There'll be no interruptions. I won't say nothing, and I'll just be keeping an eye on the side chat. You won't even be able to see me on the screen. So go for it, Carl.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, no, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid, just as long as you stand by me. Darling, stand by me. Oh, stand
to do some rapping today? Stand by, let's do some rapping after the kids.
Stand by me.
Yeah. But there are times in my life when I feel so alone, even surrounded with people. It's like I'm on my own, and then I think of you. And now you once came along, and you've been a real friend, and you made me feel strong. Time goes by, won't drift us apart. We will always be friends like we were at the start. And I know when I call you will understand. And I know when I need you, you will stand by me. Won't you stand
by me?
Won't you stand?
Whoa, stand by me.
Won't you stand?
Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. By me,
won't you stand?
Stand by me, stand by me, stand by me, stand by me.
Thank you very much, that's Darren. I'm Papa Boom. I'll see you back here tomorrow night.
So, there we have it. How did I do? And the funny thing, obviously I'm interested whether or not you like it and whether you could see it for what it is. It's just meant to be a fun, something that's got nothing at all to do with anything I talk about. I just sort of comment then, it's surprisingly great.
I was
none taken. Like I say, you've got to remember, I didn't say beforehand that I could sing, but, you know, it's something I enjoy doing. Music has always been a huge part of my life. And, you know, Pablo and I came up with the idea of sort of doing it like that. Now, the live footage was when I was out in Spain last week. So when we jumped on a live last Wednesday, I had literally only recorded that on that Monday night, which was the only night that we were able to leave the apartment because Mrs. Blinder was ill out there. But I didn't tell Pablo why I was doing it. He knew I was making this video, but he was disappointed because he said if I had told him that I was filming segments for the video, then we could have potentially got a lot more. So if you enjoyed it, awesome. If you didn't, soz. Ooh, super chat. Nice. Creaky will carry a tune while carrying MC tune. Thank you, pal. Ooh, super chat. UKPI, good evening, sir. How are you? I thought Welsh folk were born singers. Well, there we are. That's that myth busted, isn't it? It's not only Adam Savage that can do it. Ooh, super chat. And, some sexy money from Steel Gramps. Great job. Thank you, pal. Very much appreciated.
What's sexy money?
I'm sure it's Swedish Corona.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that. I can never remember. I really, really can never remember. Click what? Click nice.
Nice.
There we are. Clicked. Anyway, now that excruciatingly... You wouldn't believe I was crapping myself about showing that, do you? Because, like I say, it's just something I did for fun. And... if people, because I'm going to upload it as a video, which I expect to do no views, you know, like the Dumb as a Turd video. But it was funny how many people commented under that video, saying that, oh, like the Creaky thinks he's a rapper now. No, it was meant to be funny. I can't wait to see Eric Dubé debunk this. I'm sure flat earthers will have something kind to say about it. They generally do. They're known for their warmth and compassion to their fellow man. That I thought that was CC then. As long as you had fun, that's all that matters. It was awesome. I did have fun. I love doing that sort of thing. It's
really fun to make stuff like that. I said this with Dumb as a Turd.
yeah.
It was really fun. I know obviously it doesn't get the same views as your usual videos, but
Yeah, but
it's fun to have like a project.
yeah, it's not why people have subscribed, is it? But you know, I do.
It's just fun.
It's YouTube. You can do anything you want.
Yeah.
Some videos will get loads of views, some not loads of views, and I expect this one to be one of the ones that doesn't get loads of views. It's they say the Creaky's head is proof of a dome. It is. It is absolutely, Bri. I mean, it would be as valid as any other proof that flat earthers think they've got. So yeah, I don't see any issue with it. Bob Nodell's gyroscope. Good evening, how are you, pal? Millimeter, very clever. Says it's a banger. Yeah, the arrangement was done, but it was such a long process and way longer than I thought. So, like when I recorded myself singing the song, it was a few months ago, and I sent it off to Pablo for him to like master it and make me sound, you know, as close to being on tune as he possibly could. And it just took so long. There were so many messages and emails back. Oh, can you adjust this a tiny bit? Can you raise the level on this word? It was way more complicated than I thought it was going to be. But
I remember
Flurfs will say, sorry, Cal, Flurfs will say the Creaky's singing is flat. They probably will. They say everything else is, so why not? Sorry, Cal, what were you going to say?
It was funny when you first said about the Stand By Me video, and you because what you said is something that you can just like give me the footage and say, there we go.
Yeah.
Just crack on with that. That was probably at the start of January. You had a long hit, 100K.
Yeah. Was it third week in January I hit 100K, I think?
No, because I think you were just off hitting it before New Year. So I think it was the first couple of days of 2025.
Oh, was it the 3rd of January? Not maybe that's why 3 is in my mind.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe I'm just obsessed with 33.
Yeah, maybe. No, but when you first brought it to me and told me about it, I was like, oh, when do you think? And you were like, oh, well, hopefully no longer than a month, because then the point will disappear.
Yeah, exactly. And that
6 months later.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the thing. See, it was meant to be sort of a silly little thank you for helping me get to 100,000 subscribers and standing by me. Bit corny, I know, but I just thought it was. I enjoyed doing it anyway. It was good fun, but a lot of work.
It's not the first time that's happened now either with the Project Curve, the balloon project.
Oh, I know.
October we first went up there.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, hopefully we'll have some videos out by the new year and we'll be able to launch, you know.
Yeah.
Well, originally you were like, oh, I hope we can launch before the end of 2024.
Yeah, I wanted to get it done before New Year's because I wanted to do it while I was still excited about it. And I'm still looking forward to doing it, but it's another one of those things that in principle it seems like a really good idea and it'll be easy to pull off.
Nah, it takes time.
Not so much. Again, probably a lot of that is because of my limited understanding of the process of launching a weather balloon or a high altitude balloon. So I just, in my brain, it was, well, you just, you know, tie a camera to a bit of string, nip down Asda and buy a helium balloon, and it'll just keep going up and up and up. But yeah, I don't know. But excuse me. Greetings from where? Neath. Well, do. Recently found your channel, Creaky. Really enjoy it, but can't believe flat Earth is even a thing. It's mind blowing, pal. I couldn't agree with you more. It's one of those things that even now, when I've been dealing with these people for 7 years, but even now, every so often, and this can apply to any of them, I'm sort of like, you really believe that, or are you just saying it because you heard Eric Duschnozzle say it, or because you heard Nathan Oakley say it? I don't know. I don't know whether it's the cynic in me or...
We had a perfect example of that on the TikTok I was telling you about earlier.
Yeah.
It was one of the TikToks that was posted this week. We had a rogue flat earther in the comments.
Rogue.
Yeah, he was. He was reckless. He was... But it was funny because this is what I was saying to you, it was so cookie cutter, listen to Eric Dubé or whoever else, that even I was able to pick it apart immediately.
Yeah.
Because just through passive conversation with you,
Yeah.
I've learned... I don't understand how that guy can believe it.
Yeah.
And I'm able to pick it apart as someone who doesn't even...
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing is, that the Eric Dubé video from Monday, he was just they're all regurgitating the same points, just the phrasing may be slightly different, or they'll frame the overall idea differently, but it's essentially the same. Millimeter says we got a song from Creaky before Grand Theft Auto 6, sorry.
Oh, the new trailer dropped today, though. I'm very excited. I know you don't care.
That's what you showed me earlier. It looks like a film.
Yeah. I will say, I'm not happy with Rockstar, because why delay it until 2026? Sort it out.
Building the anticipation.
Oh, yeah. 13 years. Last time, when GTA 5 came out, I was not even old enough to go into the shop myself and buy it. I'm 30 next year. But yeah, I'm very excited, and I will pay for it, and I will wait.
But the thing is, as well, now it's like with this, and I don't know a lot about video games. You won't have to go and buy this now, will you? You'll just buy it online, and it'll be downloaded to your...
Yeah, but the file, I dread to think how big it's going to be, and there's rumors circulating as GTA 6 is going to set the new pricing standard for gaming.
Oh,
so people think it's going to be $100.
I was going to say
quid.
That sounds like £100 game, then.
$80, $100.
Yeah, $100, 80 quid.
Because they originally, 100, and then apparently there was some people saying, "Oh, that's not high enough."
There we are. Carl UKPI says he can prove flat Earth with a spirit level. That was essentially the comment.
By the way, hello UKPI. I hope you're keeping well. Yeah, that was what the guy was saying. It's called a spirit level, not a spirit globe. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but level and flat don't mean the same thing anyway. They do. And it's funny when a flat earther uses a spirit level to disprove a globe. A spirit level only works because we live on a globe. And they say, oh, curved water. A spirit level's got curved water literally right there in front of your eyes. So it's probably one of the worst proofs any flat earther could ever... And when they all say, and this is fresh in my mind because Eric Dubé said it in yesterday's video, do your own research. That's terrible advice to give people who aren't already flat earthers, because the second they do that, they're going to find out that you're completely off your tree.
That's the wrong research then.
Callum is my son, yeah. I can prove the earth doesn't spin with a bucket of water on a tennis ball. Oh dear me. Behave yourself now, Brian Pop Robson. I wonder if this stream is going to get claimed now because of
Stand By Me.
Because I did try watching a video. Does anybody watching this now know the intricacies of cover versions? Oh, Padge, you missed my pop / 1960s music revival video. Ah, dude, you're going to have to wait now until it goes on general release, which will be when I can think of something to say before and after it.
Also, what's the situation with, can I clip that? Can I put that on the second channel as well? Or do you want to put it on the main channel first?
Shall we?
Well, we'll decide after. That's
we'll decide after. But I'll be putting it up soon, because I've been so excited to get it up, so to speak. But I'm glad it's done now, and I can relax a little bit. Somebody saying play it again. Nobody wants to hear it again. Surely we don't want to play the same song twice. Maybe at the end.
I was about to say, maybe
Yeah.
do you want to play that?
Yeah, so I tell you what, then, because Padge is my mate and we've met in person and he's gigantic and would smash my head in with one stomp of his DMs, we'll play it again at the end. So if you want to see it, Padge, stick around till the last 5 minutes of the stream, so in about 25 minutes time. Gamer Gramps, hello Creaky, hello chat. Well, hello Gamer Gramps. Who's that? I just saw something I wanted to a creator what? A creator Peroni and Creaky live get in. But I don't know why people find my live streams so exciting, because well they're not. I'm literally just waffling, just chit-chatting. But next week's show, you may want to put that in your calendar, because next Tuesday should be a really interesting one. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to overhype it. I'm just going to say you don't want to miss it.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, I love it, nobody.
So, yeah, next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Just do the tennis ball, Bri. Yeah, just, again, that's so stupid. That is literally comparing apples and oranges. You couldn't compare two further apart things if you try to.
What is it? I'm unaware.
When
of
people, flat earthers, they'll throw a tennis ball in a bucket of water and then chuck it up in the air so it spins and say, see, the water doesn't stick to a rotating sphere. No, but the earth isn't a tennis ball, is it? So don't be a moron, is the moral to that story. But some of the one day on stream, we'll have to take you through some of the most idiotic
100%
flat earth arguments that we can find. You lot will help me with that, won't you? You'll point out little snippets of footage that we should show Callum to.
Yeah, it would be cool if we did an episode where you and the community educate me, essentially.
Well, technically it would be uneducating you, because this stuff is so mind-meltingly stupid.
Yeah, it is, probably. But like, I'll probably recognize that it's stupid, but I don't know why.
Yeah, but that's what it was like for me when I started doing this. You know, when obviously in my mind, I was seeing the flat earth in its most basic form, and I couldn't even figure out in my normal everyday man brain how they explained even day and night, because if the earth was flat, the sun is huge and 93 million, it would always be daytime. But then I learned about the stupid arguments like a local sun and a personal sun and individual domes and personal sun,
like a personal pizza from Domino's.
Yeah, very similar sort of thing.
Sun.
Then there's people who believe that there's a dome over the earth. Then there's people who believe that we've all got a personal dome. You know, like those orbs that you can go on in Heatherton and bounce all over the river.
Yeah.
Kind of like that idea. But I honestly, some of the stuff I hear... Oh, I knew there was something I wanted to ask you lot. I came across a video earlier from the Angry Apostate, and he called Kent Hovind on one of his live streams while Kent Hovind was whacking me. And not in the good way either. But I've tried having a look on his Rumble channel, and I can't find it. Does anyone know what that video is? Or is it an older video? Because I'm also older and have the memory capacity of a goldfish with senile dementia, it could possibly even be a video I've already covered. But I don't think it is, because the video of mine he was looking at, I was talking about embryology. I didn't even know I knew anything about embryology. So I don't know whether it was an older video or what it was. But yeah, personal Zorb. See, the Mojek knows what's going on. Yeah, that's, kind of some people limited range of sight. Yeah, there's so much. Simon Dan Lol. Why was he dancing along while I was shredding the ukulele? Oh dear me, I hate that when I hear. Who's your favorite music band right now? Teddy Swims. I'm pretty much all. So I've basically got 3. So when I fly, obviously, because you haven't got the internet up in the air, you have to download music or a podcast or a movie, whatever you want to watch or listen to. So before we flew out to Spain, I downloaded my 3. I composed my own playlist out of them. So we had Teddy Swims, Luke. Is it Coombs or Combs?
Combs.
Luke Combs, country and western, and Buddy Holly. So now when I play all my downloaded lists, I get a mix of Teddy Swims, Buddy Holly, and Luke Combs, which is awesome. My taste in music is very... is eclectic the right word? I'm not really bothered by the genre of music. And I think you will like it as well, Callum.
Yeah.
I noticed when you picked us up from the airport, you were playlist.
Yeah. So
1 minute we were listening to Jerry Reed,
Yeah.
you know, Snowman from Smokey and the Bandit, and then the next thing we were listening to like
Pete and Baz.
Pete and Baz, and then Insane Clown Posse, and
Yeah.
then was it Taylor Swift? Or?
Oh God, no. I'm not that versatile.
It was Taylor Swift.
I have taste.
It was Taylor Swift, definitely. Well, it was a girl singing anyway. But yeah, Padge says people get very shocked by my playlist, the mixes, and that's mine are exactly the same. Most of my playlists, if it's a mixture of songs that I've just assembled myself because I like them, it could literally be track 1 could be, I don't know, Great Balls of Fire, Jerry Lee Lewis. Track 2 could be Notorious, Biggie Smalls, and then it could be bloody, I don't know, Leonard Skinner. I just like good music.
Yeah. I definitely get it from you, but I'm exactly the same. So most of today, I've been just like tinkering in my office, doing a bit of work, and I've had music on all day, and it's gone in a row. And I noticed because it was jarring and it was quite funny. One song was Maccabee, Maccabee.
Kakumba.
Yeah, it was Maccabee. So it was like reggae music. And the next song that came on was Big Mama Thornton, who's an old soul singer.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Literally the contrast.
Yeah, and that's really what my playlists are like.
Mhm.
I can go from something from the 1950s to something that's in the charts now.
Mhm.
Ooh, super chat. Thank you. Thank you very much, Busload UK. Funny how the all-powerful they can keep the truth from all humanity, but still can't cancel the ass flaps banging on about flat earth on TikTok. Ass flaps, I've never heard that before, but I will be stealing it. Thank you very much indeed. No, I know TikTok does seem to have very loose ideas about what's acceptable and what isn't acceptable. Like, for example, that video
The
from
video,
when those boys were getting a paste in.
yeah,
You couldn't actually see the punch.
no,
You
no,
could
no,
see
no.
that somebody had been punched.
I will say the version that, if you have seen that video, which you probably didn't, especially on TikTok, because it got like 40 views. The first one I uploaded, which got immediately removed for violating terms of service, I looked for the one, there's like 3 frames and you can see the guy's fist hitting his face.
Oh, you can.
And I
can you?
used that as the hook. So this is probably a good time to break to you live on air that the TikTok got a strike for that.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, the account got a strike.
Really?
Yeah, for violent content. Because I tried to use a
Bloody
visible
hell.
punch as a hook.
Yeah.
It would have worked though.
Yeah, it would have. But I know. Yeah, I noticed you put a milder version of it on.
Yeah, but then I think because it was so similar, it tanked on TikTok. It got it
Yeah.
on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, on TikTok, nothing. Also, interestingly, the chemtrails TikTok. I don't know what happened to that. This is boring. No one wants to.
What,
listen
just
to it.
disappeared or?
No, it did the same as the the battering video. It
I don't know. I
like
don't.
no views, like less than 100 views.
Yeah, there doesn't
Strange.
seem to be any rhyme or reason to TikTok, like with YouTube. And again, it fluctuates massively on YouTube, as you know. But you know, I can now pretty much guarantee that if I publish a CC video, it's gonna do well, gonna do good views.
Yeah.
But I am noticing at the minute, and again, I don't know if this is anything the audience can sort of help out with, but is sort of your viewing habits on YouTube a seasonal thing? Because views are down at the minute. They're not down massively, not down enough to worry, but they're definitely down. You know, videos generally get sort of 40 to 50,000, and now they get in more like 25 to 35,000. So, you know, there's a bit of a drop off, and it's interesting because this came into my head. I can't remember when, and I forgot to say to you about it. I'm wondering that because we definitely exploited the final experiment as much as we possibly could to get to 100K. So I'm wondering, is there a certain element in my audience now that only came for the final experiment videos, and now that I'm not really talking about it anymore, they're not watching? Maybe, I don't know.
Could be that the flat Earth viewership, like the flat Earth debunking viewership, probably did inflate over the final experiment because it got publicity. So
yeah, definitely.
So maybe sort of some filthy casuals subscribed because they were like kind of watching flat Earth stuff unravel.
Yeah,
but they don't really care, so they've kind of gone. Maybe, I don't know. You never know with YouTube. You drive yourself nuts if you keep trying to guess.
Yeah, exactly. My viewing. There we are. That comment on the screen, Carl. That's of interest to you.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, because TikTok as well. This is what bugs me. Different to YouTube is, at least with YouTube, when you upload it, you can in like ad suitability, you can describe what's in the video. Whereas on TikTok, you just got to upload it and fingers crossed.
Where have you been, Mr. Andrat? You're always here early. I hope you've got a note from the teacher. Yeah, it's a fickle thing. You just, you know, like YouTube will put the yellow icon of doom on a video, limited ads, but they're never that clear as to which bit caused the systems to recognize that video shouldn't be used for all advertisers. Because there has to be a specific part, because if there wasn't a specific part, then it wouldn't get flagged anyway, would it?
Ooh, super chat.
I did a vid on invisibility, didn't get any views.
Ooh, super chat.
YouTube algorithm is pushing American politics at the moment. Quite possibly. And again, you know,
why? What's going on in America then?
Yeah, I know.
Anything noteworthy?
Yeah, must be something going on. But no, it's I dare say that's a factor, because you know, if people are preoccupied with other things, and let's be honest, we've all got things going on in our real life that tend to preoccupy us, then, you know, that sort of you know, and with the scale of everything that's going on in America, that's what I mean. There's literally millions of minds that are preoccupied.
Yeah.
You know, and for good reason, but it's not the algorithm, it's the algorithm.
Oof.
I can't work out whether that was really funny or terrible.
That feels like a setup to Family Guy cutaway.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna have to do some video cutaways so we can use
algorithm.
Get them on. Yeah. U.S. politics, the future is grim and orange, says Brian Pop Robson. Yeah, it's Free Will says America is a big fat joke. It's
oh, this needs to stop coming up. If
I know,
and it's not because people keep bringing it up. I'm not surprised people keep bringing it up.
Oh God, I'm not either.
I have to sit here and keep a lid on it.
Yeah, try not to say too much.
No, because I will happily say everything I think, but we're not here to talk politics.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to be losing that many subscribers when they find out that I think Donald Trump is an absolute moron who couldn't run the shower for himself, let alone a country. Oops, did I say that out loud?
He's also impotent.
Yeah.
Smelly bum bum.
I had a letter off the doctors once telling me I was important. That's a similar thing, I think. Mackerel says, well, America voted. Yeah, well, that's the thing, innit? But no, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. We don't talk about politics on this. Couldn't run a piss up in a brewery patch.
Yeah. Couldn't organise an orgy in a whorehouse.
Yeah. Tony Regime says, I've been trying to do a video on procrastination. Let me guess, Tone, you haven't started it yet. Oh dear me. There we are. People are really kicking off now. Carl, see what you started. Did anyone see Titus show how the orange man likely cheated? Receipts were brought. Nope.
No.
Didn't see nothing. Don't know what you're talking about. I wouldn't trust Trump to run a bath, let alone a country. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say, but I changed it to shower at the last minute. I panicked. What can I say? Dad jokes. Oh yeah, that. So I didn't even tell you this, Carl. I deliberately yesterday didn't do a dad joke after the end card.
Yeah.
To see if anybody would say anything about it, and there was like comment after comment after comment after comment. Maybe we should save them all up, and we can do like a dad joke compilation video. Because all I'm doing is, one of my subscribers, Robble Rouser, he sends them to me multiple. He's sending me about 5 or 6 jokes a day, and there's a couple of others that are sending them to me as well, but I can't remember their names because they're not doing them as frequently. And then there's that Kimberly, what's her name on TikTok? That Welsh girl. You said she's an actress.
I don't know her actual name. She was
Kimberly something.
Yeah,
I can't remember it. Oh, she cracks me up. She does. And she did a live one the other day, because what she does, and she was saying about this in the live, she doesn't read the jokes beforehand.
Yeah. So
she just does a blind read. See, there's an idea for one of these live streams now that would be a good laugh, is a try not to laugh challenge for me.
Yeah.
So you and anyone in the audience can submit a joke, and I don't know if there would need to be a forfeit or some sort of penalty if they can make me laugh, that kind of thing. Because I got a weird sense of humor.
Yeah, but I know how to exploit it.
Yeah, but Callum's a big fan of stand-up comedy. I like stand-up comedians, but I only enjoy watching them live because I think it's the laughter's sort of infectious. Then, isn't it?
That's definitely better in the room.
Yeah.
I keep telling you this. You need to watch comedy in a comedy club as well.
Yeah. Well, it's like that Scouser comedian.
Paul Smith, but he's arenas.
No, not him. The one, he's in Benidorm. I covertly recorded it. Jimmy, I bet you if Mrs. Blinder's watching this now, she's screaming at the TV. Jimmy Bright.
I don't recognize
Look him up. He's funny as hell, but all his jokes are sort of situational, and he talks about how he grew up in a council estate. So when his wife puts on her pajamas, he can never work out whether she's going to bed or going to Tesco's. It's that kind of thing. And he does it. Why do you never have Scousers as airline pilots? And then he does this whole bit where he's doing the announcement in a Scouse accent. And it's just very funny. And he's the one that when he called Grandpa up on the stage and took Grandpa's glasses off him and put them on him. And he said, do you get these from Specsavers, mate? And Grandpa went, yeah, Specsavers, mate, we'll have one for you. And he said, yeah, but you're not meant to wear both pairs at the same time, are you? But I'm a Scouser. No, he's not a Scouser, Anthony. He's I can't remember where he's from. He's English, he's not a Scouser. He just takes the mick out of the Scouse accent, which I would never do. Creaky, can you sing? The jury is still out on that, but if you really want to find out, in 10 minutes' time, I'll be playing the video I played at the start, again at the end for everybody that missed it. So if you wanna judge that for yourself, stick around until the end of the live stream. NS Sherlock, if Pete and Repeat were walking down the street and Pete fell in a hole, who would be left? That's the trouble with me. See, I laugh in anticipation of the punchline. So Callum wouldn't know who they are. Beyond the Imaginary Curve. Good evening, Del. How are you, pal? Hope you're well. What the bloody hell was I going to say? Del is a British flat earther, Scottish guy. I've never made any content about him because he only live streams, and I just can't be asked to sit through a 4-hour live stream to
Oh, this guy on screen.
Yeah, this guy on screen now, Del. Yeah. You better not. Did you mention ukulele? Because you know I play. I didn't know, Padge, actually. Yeah, I play it terribly. But again, just wait around. Right, what was I saying then before Del interrupted me? Somebody was asking something. So Pete and Pete. To explain it to Callum, it's going to mean nothing to the audience, but think of David and Martin as adults.
Okay, yeah. No, say no more. Say no more.
That's Pete and Pete, the flat earthers. They are truly bizarre. Chimp but the cheese. Ukes forever. Pete and Repeat over that. Well, hang on, I'm getting lost now. Don't say PP, Mr. Andrat, who made me want to wee. You know I'm 52. Rein it in a bit. Did Del get out the flat earth? Not that I'm aware of. Like I say, I've never made videos about Del.
Makes good computers though.
Yeah, awesome computers. Trump's reopening Alcatraz. Who will he put in there? I thought he was having it done out as like his own personal accommodation.
Yeah, maybe reopen it and put him in there. Prisoner. Lock the key.
Yeah. Get somebody to swallow the key.
Yeah.
I have not been, and I'm getting rid of the Street Glide because it's done 7 miles since its last MOT, and its next MOT is due next week. So I haven't been out on the bike for ages. That's a problem, and that's another part of the reason why I'm selling it. I just never get the chance to use it, and it seems like such a waste. And it's such a nice bike. I would rather somebody else get more use out of it than it just be sat in my garage under a blanket. But
you're my new favorite, jaywalking. It's just me and you.
Yeah.
How you doing, Jay?
Yeah, Callum can talk to while I have a drink.
Oh well, no, I'm gone now. But thank you, Jay. That was very kind of you. I often sit here wondering if I'm not talking enough or talking too much. So thank you.
Get a trials bike and come out with us.
Ooh, do you know what I was looking at the other night? I couldn't sleep. I was laying in bed and I was on like
Ben is Leighton Crayford's mate, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, laying in bed and I was looking at pit bikes.
Oh, we in?
Yeah.
I go
Did you know they're
phases
still
like
they've gone expensive now? Like, remember when I bought a pit bike? Oh god, that was like over 10 years ago now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Must have been.
Yeah. And I can't even tell the story of how I bought that pit bike because I feel like that incriminates me.
6-year statute of limitation wouldn't have mattered if you stolen it yourself.
Oh, okay. So, long story short, I wanted to get a pit bike. So I went on Gumtree. If you're not from the UK, it's like, I don't know, like Craigslist type thing. Craigslist. Found a pit bike, £120. I was about 17 at the time. So I was like, oh my God, yes. Went to pick it up. Give the guy a ring when I got to the address. And I said, yeah, I'm you. He said, right, yeah, come around the corner. There's a car park, which first red flag. So okay, I go around to the car park. He comes round the corner. The bike has no accelerator cable because it's snapped. So he's got a fork like wedged into the accelerator cable, which he's pulling. The back tire is completely bald. And I look at it and I think, that's probably stolen, isn't it? So give him the £120, put it in the back of the car and drove home. We did change the plastics. I really hope you are right about this and I'm not incriminating myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, probably a risky one, but I was like, I didn't steal it. So that's fine.
Exactly.
Right? Is that right?
Yeah, receiving stolen goods is fine. The reason I put that comment on the screen, as a Scotsman, I don't need a vehicle because I can walk 500 miles. I can walk 500 miles. Can you remember the twins that were in Jordan's school?
No.
They looked exactly like the Proclaimers.
No, I don't remember.
And every time I used to drop him off to school and I'd see him, I said, do they walk to school, boy? Yeah. They walk home as well. Yeah.
How far away do they live?
How far away do they live? Is it 500 miles? He'd never laughed once. He did not appreciate the genius of my comedy. Right, Carl, it's it's only 10-2. The Proclaimers. Yeah, it wasn't the actual Proclaimers though. Right. Yeah, I tell you what. Let's play it again now for all the people. You'll have to drag down at the box at the make sure that's all the way back to the beginning. Yeah, what the hell? We'll play it again for everybody who wasn't here at the beginning. Let's make sure Padge is still here first, because he's the reason I said I'd play it again. Just checking in the tattoos on your knuckles. Does it say MS13 by any chance?
Ooh.
No, I'm too poor to shop in Marks and Spencer's. Is that what MS stands for?
If you've got a computer and Microsoft Paint, you can convince certain world leaders that it does say MS13 on your knuckles.
Crazy. It says MS13 in Comic Sans. It may as well have. Right, go on then. Get it going. Padge is here.
He is here, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Let's do it.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon, should tumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, oh, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, stand by me, oh, stand by me. Show some rapping today. Stand by, let's do some rapping after the kids. Stand by me.
Yeah. But there are times in my life when I feel so alone, even surrounded with people. It's like I'm on my own, and then I think of you, and now you once came along, and you've been a real friend, and you made me feel strong. Time goes by, won't drift us apart. We will always be friends like we were at the start. And I know when I call you will understand, and I know when I need you, you will stand by me. Won't you stand
by me?
Won't you stand?
Whoa, stand by me.
Won't you stand?
Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me.
by me.
Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me?
Won't you stand by me?
Won't you stand by me? Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Thank you very much. That's Darren. I'm Paco Boom. I'll see you back here tomorrow night. Stick around.
There we are. I will not be playing it again. So if you missed it this time, you'll have to watch it on repeat. Trouble is now, are we going to edit one of the things out? I don't matter.
What do you mean?
Because like this stays on the main channel now as is,
don't
doesn't it?
worry, people. If they like it, they can watch
Yeah,
it
they can
twice.
watch it twice. If they don't like it, they don't have to watch it.
They're going to be hearing it a lot more because we are going to be constantly. I don't know. On the second channel, it will be going out in multiple different formats.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
get used to it.
Padge, I can't get it up on Spotify because you've got to pay to upload music. So, I don't know, actually. Because I paid so that I could upload Dumb as a...
Some of the dirt is still on there.
Yeah.
We checked the other day.
Because when I did it, it was like 30 quid. Oh, excuse me. But I thought that was... Like, annually, I just assumed it had dropped off.
Well, no, because we checked the other day.
Yeah, you looked,
It's
didn't
still
you?
on there.
Yeah. But,
You have a whopping 4 monthly listeners.
4?
Yeah, which is 4 more than there should be, really.
Yeah, exactly. Lee says, was that you singing Creaky? Well, yeah, it was me. There was footage of me singing it live in that video as well. I did that deliberately because I knew people would think it wasn't me singing. And again, not that I care one way or the other, but if you listen, you can hear that it's my voice. It's the same as this.
But it is that because you know it's you. I know it's you, so I know it sounds like you.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mm.
You wanted to do a song, wasn't sure you should, but you did it anyway. Good. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. And I'll do more of them because I enjoy. Obviously, I'm not, saying that I'll have my first album launch at the end of this year, but I'll definitely do more of them purely because they're so much fun to do. And I've always enjoyed singing. The number of times I've got up and performed with a band,
that was always the thing growing up. When if, I know you're not a drinker anymore, but we would go out and you and
I'd end up singing somewhere.
Yeah, and if there was a microphone and karaoke of any type. When you used to come down the pub with me and my friends when I was younger as well. And on a Saturday, if the karaoke was there, give you 4 or 5 pints and a couple of hours and you'd be on that microphone.
Yeah,
song after song after song if they'd let you.
And the funny thing is, the older I've got, the less I care. So the less I need to drink to be able to do it. So when I did that live with Pablo in Spain. Oh, and my mate Pablo, his channel is linked below as well. It's a small channel, and he basically just his version of Stand By Me is on there, and a few other cover versions. He's done one. There's loads on there. If you're interested, have a look, and if you do comment, tell him Creaky sent you. But yeah, what are we saying? I gotta get a second on it to throw here. I think you did well. I'm a fan of making music if you feel it. I was a professional musician for a decade and have a degree in music. Was a solid cover. I enjoyed it. Cheers. Thank you, pal. The arrangement was done by Pablo Bloom. It was his. So the little clips that were clearly somebody else's video. So when Pablo had his Ray-Bans on and when the blonde lady was in there and Luke Skywalker was playing the bass, they were all sections taken from Pablo's video, but that arrangement was done by Pablo. He wrote the rap verse. He played every single instrument on there. He's one of those people. He's not just a musician. You can literally say, can you give us a tune on this, Paps? and he'll be, yeah, no problem. And he'll find a way of doing it. He's just incredibly, incredibly talented. And like I say, the video aspect of it was Callum and I came up with a concept, and then I just handed it off to Callum, and he made it what it is now. But as far as the musical element of it, without Pablo's help, I couldn't have done that at all. I'd like to learn how to edit music as well, but it comes down to the same thing everything else comes down to. When do I do it? Do you know what I mean? Because I'm trying to be better now. I try to, so I work all day Monday. I do a few hours Tuesday morning, then I take a couple of hours off and spend time with my wife before I come back in the evening to do this. Then I'm recording all day tomorrow. Thursday, I take a complete day off. So if anybody messages me or DMs me or anything on a Thursday and I don't reply, that's why. And then Friday's a recording day. So even though there's like Saturday, Sunday, could do something on Thursday. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to...
You're old now.
Yeah, exactly. Ben Speed reckons I should do a duet with Gleneath's finest, Max Boyce, and make a song about flat earthers. Yeah. That's the interesting thing, see. So a big part of what Pablo Bloom does, he writes parody songs. So he lives and works in Benidorm, Blackpool in the sun. And a lot of his songs, like he's got a one called Benidormian Rhapsody, which is Bohemian Rhapsody geared up to people who are too drunk to look straight ahead of themselves, and Benidormification instead of Californication. You know, he does so, and his idea was to do an original song, which was basically the same as Dumb as a Turd, like a dig at flat earthers and how stupid they are. But again, Pablo is just as busy as I am. Plus, he's got two young children, so you know it's just one of those things. But yeah, Ben, I'm old enough to remember who Max Boyce is. And the Me and Billy Williams album is still on my YouTube playlist.
I know Max Boyce is, but only from he sings at like basically every Wales game. Yeah.
Is he still alive?
Oh, I don't know about that. I am not exactly a sports fan.
Yeah.
I know I see videos of him from time to time.
Yeah.
Singing like Cal on Lan and
he always used to sing, but you know, we had stories, me and Billy Williams, Ode to Barry Island, and it doesn't mean anything when you say them out loud, but you would find him funny, I think, because he's very, very Welshy. Very, very
What's
well.
He look like?
He looks like Uncle Mike.
Oh, okay.
Kind of, but a bit
Spotty.
fatter. He's got a statue in Gleneath now. Yeah, he's still kicking. He's still alive, and he's got a statue. I bet he still lives in Gleneath as well, doesn't he? He's the type of Welsh person, he probably doesn't even like leaving Wales on holiday, let alone, you know, perish the thought of ever doing a Tom Jones.
But no, what I love about Tom Jones is he's lived in America for decades and decades.
He still sounds Welsh.
He still sounds like he's from, is it Pontypridd he's from?
Pontypridd, yeah.
Yeah. He sounds just as Welsh as he did.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, innit? It's crazy, innit? But anyway, on that note, huge thank you to everybody who super chatted tonight. Massive thank you to you if you were here and sat through my dulcet tones twice. If you didn't like it, oh well, can't win them all, can you? What do you expect? You didn't ask me to do it. You didn't pay me to do it. So whether or not you enjoyed it doesn't really matter. Watch it if you did. Share it if you did. But no, wait until I upload the actual video. I've still got to figure out how to frame this now, because saying it's 100K celebration thank you video just seems pointless.
We'll figure it out. We'll get something out this week.
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, and on that note, I'm out here. Love you. Bye.
Thank you all for watching Creaky Live. Don't forget to follow me on all of your social media platforms. Have a good day and have a creaky week.